over here. For any business, it will start with the enterprise structure. Without enterprise structure, we cannot perform a transaction. For example, hello?
Yes, yeah.
You are usually right. Okay. For example, if
Yeah.
any financial transactions or any sales transactions or anything, after performing it in SAP, it has to be posted to your company code level. I mean, it will be posted to your GL account. Yeah, it will be mapped to your company code level, so that your profit and loss, everything you can get it in the end of the year or March 31st or something. So for that, we need to establish the enterprise structure.
Okay.
For example, if you consider any company, like let's take one example like Reliance, or are you working in TCS or IBM?
Yeah, TCS.
Okay. Let's take TCS. Okay. In TCS, I mean, TCS have AGL project, right? Are you working in AGL?
Yeah. No, I am not working in AGL, but I know AGL. It is Australia based.
Yeah, correct. Australian gas, lighting and energy company. Okay. In if you take Tata Group is a group of companies. Tata have different companies, like they are into the IT, they are into the automobiles, Tata Motors, and they are the FMCG. They sell tea powder and chocolates and all, and they are into the retail outlets. They have West Side and as well as the Chromo retailing segment. So so Tata, if you implement the SAP for Tata Group, so each and every industry we can consider as a company code. Entire TCS, Tata Consulting Services, as a company code, and entire Tata Motors as a different company code, and retail segment as a different company code. So this is each and every company code have different structure. For example, if you take Tata Motors, they'll have some based on the business structure. They'll have different business reasons for executing their business. They may, I mean, I don't know exactly what's the how the structure will be. Just for an example, for your understanding purpose, I'm explaining in this way. For example, they can divide their business as a north region, east, west, and south region. So entire north region they can consider, or we can create in SAP side as a sales organization. So in SAP side we can create as a north sales organization, south, east, and west, something like that. And then distribution channel. Distribution channel, it's nothing but the way how goods will reach to the customer. There are different distribution channels are available. Like if you look into the FMCG sector, they have retailing and as well as wholesale distribution channels. Okay, so and then divisions. Divisions is nothing but a group of products. Okay. For example, in TCS itself, TCS also will have different segments, like energy and utility comes under one division. I mean, in IT sector, it says it's a vertical. Some companies they say vertical, some companies they say sector. Okay, so I think TCS they are using vertical, right? So entire energy and utilities, so we can consider as a different vertical. At same time, entertainment like IS Media or other entire entertainment, different vertical, and FMCG, different vertical. So each and every vertical you can create in SAP side as a separate division. So this is how we need to map in real business to SAP. First, we need to understand what is that business and how can we map it to the SAP. Based on that, map it. Okay, now we'll see the here basically first we need to different in the SAP side also it's a different objects we have. One is a company. Company is no, it's a Tata group, and company code. Company code basically is a TCS or Tata Motors or Westside and Chromo. It's like a company code. And a distribution channel. Distribution channel basically how your product will reach the customer, in which channel it will go there. Like to take retailing segment, it will be wholesaler and retailer. If you take Tata Motors, they can map into the direct sale or corporate sale, something like that. And then it will be like that. Based on the business, you will map into it. And then, okay. Now we'll see how to create a company code now. Company, you can, it's not required, just company code. Okay. See, SAP has provided particularly company code. SAP has provided some standard settings for company code because I'm not a FICO consultant, so I cannot do anything. So what I do, I copy the standard company code and I copy it to original company code. That one can do it. Okay. Usually in a real time, what will happen? The FICO consultant, he creates the company code based on the requirement. So when you copy the this one, automatically in back end everything will be copied. I'm copying Tata. So Tata have created this request and all, you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, you know, the entire configuration, it will be configured in in development level, we'll have two clients. One is 100 and 110. Where is 100, you can have a golden client where you do the entire configuration. After configuring 100, you can copy it into 110 using the transaction. Just remember it. SCC1. Okay.
Yes. What is the transaction?
SCC1. Usually, you know, for releasing the transaction code, you will use SC09, right?
Yes,
so,
09 or 10.
Yeah, 09 you will be using it and releasing it, right? So
yes.
If you want to copy the configuration from one client to another client in the same server, for example, the development you have 100 and 110. You have done some configuration 100. So if you want to configure it into 110, use the transaction SCC1. Okay. So just a source client, for example, source client is my 100. It's my target client 110. So just give the request number and include request, start immediately, so that the entire thing will be copied automatically in the back end.
Okay.
Okay. This is the company code structure. After that, we need to copy the, if you want to, it just what we have done just, we have defined the company code. We need to copy the backend settings. So just click on this one. Copy, delete, check company code. If you copy, delete, check company code, that means it will copy the required configuration, and as well as it will check and it will be saved at the database level. For learning ABAP, how many days it will take? Hello, Monojit?
Sorry, yeah?
For learning ABAP,
Yeah.
how many days it will take?
It depends upon the person who is going to learn this particular technical part of SAP, how much he is adequate, or how technical, how means logical sense he has.
Okay. No, just I'm talking about, for example, if I want to learn debugging point of view. Okay.
If for basic, you need at least 2 to 3 months for learning, only learning purpose, but otherwise at least 6 to 7 months you have to work out.
Okay. For example, so some small coding or functional modules or debugging, this kind of stuff. If I want to learn,
This kind of stuff you can easily manage within a single month. But if you want to put some depth in this particular domain, then it is minimum 6 to 7 months you have to be worked on in a particular project. You have to understand coding standard.
No. What I am saying, see, basically development of programs we can understand it. If I want to debug standard transaction code, for example, when I do the debugging of a standard transaction code, so many includes, so many things it will be there. Now, for debugging the standard transaction, is it required to learn entire ABAP?
In order to debug a standard transaction, you have to be very much specific about what kind of transaction you are going to debug, because there sometimes it may happen that some developer has done some enhancement in a particular transaction, in a particular standard transaction. Then you have to know how to find out that. Otherwise, there are thousands lines of codes are there. So in order to
enhancements and all.
Yes, you have to know how to search it out.
Yeah, thing is that if there is no enhancement at all, if the enhancement is there, we can find it out. If you go to SE15, we can find it and do that. For example, there is no enhancement. In standard transaction, if I get an error, I need to debug it. So for this,
but if it is transaction, you have some problem, then you must raise a OSS note, right? So because it is the responsibility of SAP, not you. Because if there is any kind of problem with the standard transaction, or if the SAP provided solution is not applicable in your organization or then you have to raise a OSS notes for that. SAP is responsible for that to revert you back.
I'm not talking about the T code or something. What I want to say is, for example, when you create some particular transaction, like let's say, when you allocate device to device to installation. Okay, so if you get an error, for example, you use for installing a device to installation PG31, right? For example, there you get some error. So it's a standard transaction. For that, there is no enhancement, nothing. They are not put it anything. For debugging the standard lines and all, is it required to learn entire ABAP or just a small?
No, not at all. Not at all. That is what you have the capability of debugging. You have to know how to bypass the function modules or enhancement points which are not required during your debugging time. If you are aware of it, then there is no need for finding learning of ABAP in a detailed mode.
Okay. this is how we need to create the company code. Okay, just to go there and create the company code. Okay, and then company code basically it's a legal entity. It's a whole and sole responsibility for each and every legal point or transaction point of view. And then come to the logistics general. Logistics general, you have the plant. In the plant, basically where you manufacture a product. For example, if you take Tata Motors. Tata Motors have different plants. In Ahmedabad, they have nano plant, and some other cities, like this, They were basically they manufacture the product, and sometimes in the same place they store it. Okay, so where you store the product, finished goods, it's nothing but your storage location. Plant basically is a where you manufacture the product. Just go here, and you can define your own plant. Here also you can copy, delete, check of the standard one, or else it's not required. Basically for plant level we can figure it is not required. But still, if you want to do it, you can do that. Basically, this company code FI guy will be configured, and the plant will be configured by PM consultant, plant maintenance person. Okay. And then division configured by SD consultant, sales and distribution guy. Over there. In ISU point of view, division is very important for us. For example, for one company, they are providing services, electricity, water, and gas. So that you need to configure electricity as a separate division, water as a separate division, and gas as a separate division. these division in a utility level, we need to assign this division to division category. Okay, this is very important. So we'll create a division as a, already we have created 10. We can create division as a 20 here. Electricity. I'll show you where it will be used in a utility point of view, and there is a reason. Basic setting enterprise structure. Here we need to allocate company code to division. After assignment, we need to allocate it actually. So here is our company code is Tata, and our division is 20. Okay, this is the place we need to allocate it. And then as well as we need to allocate division to division category. For that reason, we need to define a division over here and assign it to your sales organization. Okay. If you have any doubt or something, you can ask me.
Okay.
Sales organization, which is responsible for sales, as I explained you initially. For example, if you take Tata Motors have different sales organizations like north, east, west, in this way. Okay. I'm using the Tata sales office. And save it. Here, reason is there, you can assign Kolkata region also. I'm assigning one. Actually, you can assign Kolkata, West Bengal, right? Here. West Bengal,
25.
Yeah. Here is the place you can assign it. Write it down. Tata sales office. And then distribution channel. This distribution channel basically through which channel the product will reach to the customer. Okay, so already it is there like distribution channel 01, 02, or else if you like you want to create 02 as a retail and 03 as a wholesale. Save it. And then material management level, storage location is not required. At the time of material creation, it's required. So if you want to create your own storage location, you can create it. Plant is Tata. Go there. And here, why these storage locations have been copied? That means, at plant level, we have copied from standard plant to our client. There is reason whatever the backend settings it's been copied everything. So you can use the same thing, or else if you want to create a new one, just go to the new here and you can assign your own sales storage location. Storage location. Okay, and then save it. And then logistics execution. The logistics execution not required, leave it. Plant maintenance. Because in SAP side, so many options we'll have. We may not use all the options for executing our business functions. So wherever it's required, we can use it, and remaining things we can ignore it. Okay, so this is how we need to define the organizational objects. So here we have defined company code and your sales organization, distribution channel, division, and plant and storage location. These are the objects we have defined in the enterprise structure level. If you have any doubts or anything, you can ask me. Yeah, Manojit, do you have any doubts in the definition part of sales? Hello?
It's fine.
Are you there?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So here is the place. You can assign the your company code to company. So I'm assigning this one. Then logistics general. In logistics general, we need to assign company code to plant. Here is the place integration will happen. If, for example, if any product moves from one storage location to another storage location, or it has moved from storage location to retailer's place or something, everything it will be mapped at the company code level. For example, you have manufactured 10 cars. These 10 cars you have shifted to one retail outlet. So these 10 cars value will be credited at your company code level. When the retailer will pay the amount, it will be debited. So these transactions, it will be interlinked. So here is the place integration will happen. Here is the place. That is the reason we need to assign our company code to plant. Okay. Because your profit and loss, everything will happen at in company code level. Okay. That sales and distribution. This sales and distribution level, basically we need to assign sales organization to distribution channel. Our company code is Tata. Tata here. Save it. And we need to assign distribution channel to sales organization here. Just go to the new entry. Our sales organization is Tata, and distribution channel which we have created, I think, retail 02. Okay. Just I'm using 02 distribution channel. Okay, 03 I'm not assigning to this. And then division to sales organization. Here, assigning distribution channel to sales organization is called sales line. Okay, sales line means okay, assigning distribution channel to sales organization. Data is a sales organization, and division. Our division is 20, right? Which I'm taking 20, and then save it. So, and then now we need to assign set up sales area. The combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division, it's called sales area. Okay. So if you want, you can note it down. These are the things. The combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division, which is sales area. And then our division is 20. Now, till this configuration, it's mandatory. We need to assign it. This one also. Assign sales organization to sales organization data, distribution channel. Go to plant data. So just after the assignment, save it. So till this point, what we have done till here, it's just we have created the enterprise structure. We have defined company, distribution, company code, sales organization, distribution channel, division, and the plant and storage location. And we have assigned the company code to company, plant to company code, sales organization to plant, sales organization to company code, and sales organization distribution channel is called sales line. And we have set up the sales area. It's nothing but your sales organization, distribution channel, and the division. And finally, we have assigned sales organization, distribution channel, and plant, so that we have set up the enterprise structure. Many things are not required. Purchase organization, we are not going to be using it. So it's not required. Storage location, warehouse management, we are not doing it. So till this point, it's required. Okay.
Okay.
So in this definition and assignment part, if you have any doubts or anything, you can ask me.
It's fine actually.
So any project, first we need to define the enterprise structure. This is the way, first we need to understand the business, how many company codes they have, how many sales organizations, how many distribution channels, how many plants, and if any warehouses are there. So we need to configure warehouses. If storage locations are there, we need to configure storage location. Entire thing we need to configure it there and assign from one object to another object. So for doing any transaction, we need to set up the enterprise structure initially. Okay. Now we will go to the SAP utilities. So here our configuration will be allocate company codes to division. Just go to the new entries. Our company code is data, and the division will be, what's the division? 20. 20. Let's assign it. And here one more field we have. Have you checked any time contract while doing your ever table? Okay.
Yeah, ever table, yes.
Okay, it's nothing but your
var track field, yes, var track.
Correct. in our table, we have one field, joint invoice. In that, I think if you want to configure that particular configuration at company code level, you can configure it. If you go to ES22, for the contractor display or something, just go there, and if you check the joint invoice option, if you press F4.
Yeah. I have understand that. Actually, yes, I am facing some problem in my project, because yes, ES22 is a transaction when sometimes when quality we are going to check, because we can make for an example in a contract level we are making the bill in a contract level when for electricity and gas separately, but when we are going to invoice it, it should be same.
Correct, 100% correct. That is true.
Yeah, so that's why when we are sometimes we are making data for in order to bill it, so we are facing some problem in the invoicing level. When we are going to reverse, particularly invoice, so we are facing some error. So in that case, we are going to go for ES22 transaction, and we are make it as 1, because if it is by default 2, so that means that it will be invoiced together. So if we are making 1, then only electricity or gas we can reverse the bill.
Correct. Whatever you said is correct. See, here we have some options. What you said, if you assign 1, it's a mandatory, compulsorily you need to configure the joint invoice. For example, if your project have electricity and gas, if you want to do the joint invoice, okay, for one particular business partner, you have created 2 contracts. One contract for electricity, one contract for gas. But you cannot send 2 bills to the customer. You need to send only 1 bill. That means 1 invoice. Yeah. So if you want to create 1 invoice, compulsory, mandatory, in that case you need to select 1. That is, contract must be invoiced jointly with other contracts. This setting you can do it at in company code level, and as well as the contract level. So initially what will happen, it checks that in contract level. So first priority will be at in contract level only. Okay.
Yes.
Hierarchies will be there, so it checks it in contract level. Whatever configuration you do it in contract level, it picks based on that your transaction. సాయి సర్వర్ డౌన్ అయినట్టుంది సాయి సర్వర్ లాగ్ ఆఫ్ అయింది అదే అదే డౌన్ అయినట్టుంది సర్వర్ యూజర్ లాగ్ ఆఫ్ చూడు hello
Yes.
Yeah, actually what happened yesterday my laptop have been formatted due to some problem, so
Yeah.
SAP GUI and all, it is not configured properly. I mean, I'm using through this server. So, okay, just you configure it. Okay, I think
Okay.
I don't have the control to do this. Just assign company code to division and assign 2. Okay, it's an option basically. Here we need to allocate division to division category. For example, we have created division as a 20 at an enterprise structure level, but system should understand what type of division is it. Correct. For example, we have electricity, gas, and water. So for why we need to assign division to division category? Basically for measurements purpose. For example, we use while creating operands, for measuring the consumption, we use kWh. It will be suitable only for electricity. Whereas if it is in water, we will be used to cubic meters. If it is in gas, it will be used gales or megagales or something like that. So based on the division, our measuring units will be differed. And as well as while creating the devices also, we need to define what type of device we are going to be creating it. This device for electricity or gas or water, it's everything based on this configuration, we can differentiate it over there. So just to go to the new entries here, our division is 20, correct? 21. Electricity. And then division category, it's for electricity division category. It's a SAP provided. These are the division category. It's a SAP standard. You cannot create it. Okay. So
Okay.
we need to assign division to division category here. So this is how we need to configure it. So till basic settings, this much configuration is enough. And here auxiliary company code and company code is there, whereas it will be used in deregulated markets. For example, if you, do you know about what is regulated and deregulated market? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, deregulated market means here, I mean, in our country, like in West Bengal, like West Bengal State Electricity Board is there, CSC is there for the electricity supply. Means it is regulated by government. If electricity or gas supply is regulated by the government, because government has the power to increase or decrease the price of electricity or gas. But in case of deregulated markets like US or UK, government
Regulated market. Okay. So in, here is the place you can configure. Shit. Here auxiliary company code and company code will be there. So auxiliary company code. Just struck up. In auxiliary company code, you can give as a supplier, and the company code you can give it as your company. Okay. Have you got the server access?
no,
Manoj?
till now, no. I have to talk with them. Till today I did not get it.
Okay. So I think you will get a server access. Just you configure it. It's not required basically. There is in deregulated market level, it is required, but whereas in our scenarios, it is not required. Okay. Wherever this one is there, auxiliary company code and all, IDE, one more module, it's the intercompany.
Yeah, it's a retail module.
Correct.
Retail module. ISU retail module.
That's correct. Intercompany data exchange will be activated.
Yes.
So
the two modules are there, like ID or EDM.
EDM is a different thing. EDM is basically
Yeah,
is
but yes, but that both the modules are come under the retail, ISU retail.
correct. Correct. So basically, what is EDM means it's a interval meters will
Energy
be
data
stored.
management. Yes,
Correct.
energy data management.
Correct. So retailers, they will provide services to customers on 15-minute interval or 30-minute interval.
30 or 60, yeah.
So these 30 or 60 intervals will be stored in the profile level. Okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
EDM is for basically it's maintaining and storing the profile values. Whereas in
Yes.
IDE, we can get the data from the third party. All IDOCs will be involved in that.
Yeah. Several kind of standard IDOCs are there, 814, 820, 810.
Yeah, that's true. So you will be getting data from the in deregulated market. What will happen? Some meter data hub will be there, MDH. In that meter data hub, all the customer data will be stored. So any business partner, if he wants to move from one retailer to another retailer, he needs to take the permission, or he needs to pay entire his amount to existing retailer, and then he can ask for the another retailer. In that case, this new retailer will send a request to that old retailer or distributor.
Yes.
One regulator will be there. So that regulator will check it whether any dues are pending or something, and if it's nothing is there, then they'll give the permission or acceptance of the request or something to this this retailer. So based on this request,
I am working from the past 4 or 5 months in this particular domain, actually, in IDOC part.
Okay, IDE, IDOC part, okay. That's
yes. 814 change request and response are generated and getting back the response within a certain billing period.
Yeah, that's true. So it's all about that scenario. Now billing and device management for regulated scenario is not required. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll be discussing about EDM part also. In EDM, RTP billing, that is a real-time pricing billing. Through RTP billing only, do the billing. In your project, is it EHP 5 or EHP 4?
What does it mean? EHP 5 or 4?
I mean, server. It's an enhancement pack 5 or a pack 4. I mean, in your project.
Pack 4. It's pack 4.
Okay. So AMI has not implemented till now, right?
What?
AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. Is a
No. Not yet.
Okay. Okay, then till here just you practice it. Remaining class we'll take care tomorrow.
Okay. So tomorrow at same time?
Yeah, Manojit. We'll meet on the same time.
Okay. Thanks a lot.